Hey, hi, welcome back, guys. Today we will be doing the second chapter from your history textbook, Nationalism in India. So this chapter talks about how did the consciousness emerge in Indians after the colonial era and the British era. So it talks about modern nationalism and all the struggles Indians had to go through. So basically, in the first page, it talks about how colonialism hit each person differently, like each class and group differently. So you'll have to, there's nothing much to remember from the first page, it's only understanding. Something important is it's just the beginning of non-cooperation and civil disobedience. This is a picture. Please do check all the pictures while reading NCRT. You'll get the link of the underlying PDF in the description. So this part is very important. So this part talks about how after First World War, India was affected and what all negative impact India had because of the colonial rule, and India was fighting for the Second World War. So yeah, so this is a very important paragraph. So next comes up the idea of Satyagraha. In the Satyagraha area, Satyagraha part, this part, right? Can you see this part here? This part is very important. So this part, like in the exam of the ask about what is Satyagraha or tell about Satyagraha, or they twist it in any way, you'll have to write this properly within points. Make sure to write as points. This is not much of use here. You can read it for MCQs maybe. This is also very important. Champaran in Bihar, presence of Kedar district of Gujarat, cotton mill workers. It's about how Mahatma Gandhi went to different places to help the people who were suffering over there. Then comes the Revolt Act. The Revolt Act is basically the beginning. So the Revolt Act, as you might have all studied, it basically gave the government enormous powers, and the famous slogan "Go back, revolt." Right. So yeah, so all these parts are very important. It describes about what is the Revolt Act. That's pretty much the ed in these 2 pages. Okay. It also, and also in this part, right? This part it talks about the Khilafat issue. Khilafat is a very, very common question. How the ruler of the Muslim Empire, the Ottoman Turkey, about how they joined, how the Khilafat movement, the people joined, and then they created a larger, huger struggle against the British, and how Mahatma Gandhi went and negotiated with them. It's also very important. Also, the Calcutta session of the Congress in September 1920, very important. Also, now, why non-cooperation? This is a sure MCQ. In Swaraj. They'll ask who wrote Hind Swaraj, direct question. Then, this paragraph, it's about the civil disobedience movement. So it's only about the civil disobedience campaign. It's kind of important, but I would say if you already know the difference between civil disobedience and non-cooperation, you can find it online, or maybe I'll also put up a link for that. So it basically talks about difference, and while writing difference, right? So when you're writing the difference, make sure to make a line and then talk, for example, X and then Y, and so make sure to note down the points, right? All the points you should write. You should differentiate, so you should make a line in the middle. So this is also a very important part. Also in this chapter, the map is there. A map is about the Chauri Chaura, Champaran, Nagpur, Dandi, Madras, Calcutta, Ahmedabad, and Amritsar. These they'll ask. So in this part, yeah, I told you, right? Non-cooperation Khilafat movement. Remember, I don't think they'll ask the dates, but it's good if you know it. Then this is about how different people did different movements. This part, whatever I've underlined is very important. So, yeah, he's blue, right? Not the other ones are doing right, not the blue part. Very important. Also about the Khadi cloth, the alternative Indian institutions. So basically, in this PDF that I'll give, just read the underlined part and you know all the answers to most of the questions. It's more than enough, actually. The movement here was against the Talukdars and how the Talukdars didn't support later on the Dalits, the demand reduction, buns. See, history, if you read it like a story, it's gonna be great. It'll really help you, man. In this part, I don't think much of it's important, except that the Madras session, how everywhere in except in Madras because the Brahmins thought they will lose power and all. That part is very important. Just read the source once to read it. This part, oh yeah, Alluri Sitarama Raju. So they might ask question on who is he. You have to write about him. The Buddham Hills of Andhra. You have to write about that tribe, how they went against, and they followed Gandhi, but they were actually very violent, and how they revolted against him is very important part. And Swaraj in plantations, bro. This is a short 5 marker. You have to talk about the Inland Immigration Act. If you don't write that, but 3 marks on like that. When they yeah. So these points are very, very important. And also how they interpreted, how different people interpreted Swaraj. It's gonna be a question. And also the demands saying Swatantra Bharat, it might come as an MCQ. This picture is a Chauri Chara incident, which made Gandhi close the movement. Yeah. Then towards the civil disobedience. C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru, Swaraj Party, important. In February 1992, yeah, this part is also important. Mass struggles, how they did participate in elections. See, so basically, what I would say is just read all this notes once before attempting question answers. And then once you're done, don't forget, but to do attempt all the questions, and then please do study properly, guys. Okay. So in this, in an effort to win over, Lord Irwin announced. So basically here, Lord Irwin died. So Gandhi sent 11 demands to Lord Irwin, which he denied. And then that's how Gandhi went to the salt march. That's pretty much it. I don't know why they made it so long. That is this part. Getting 11 demands. Mahatma only 78 of his trusted volunteers. Very important, man. This chapter is actually can come as like a 6, 7, 8 marker. 8 marks in total, not like an 8 marker directly. Chowkidari taxes, pay revenue. Yeah, this part. And colonial government. How the colonial government arrested the Congress leaders. Maybe it was like more like a dictatorship. You could even write your viewpoints. A month later, when Mahatma Gandhi himself was arrested in Sri Lanka, yeah, this is also very important. The Gandhi-Irwin Pact, very important. Gandhi-Irwin Pact. Remember the date 5th March 1931. So in this part, it talks about how Gandhi went and did a negotiation, but the negotiation broke down and he returned disappointed. There's a second round table conference. So yeah, it's about how we became disappointed, and then Ghaffar Khan and Jalna, they were all in jail when it came back. Basically, they were like, they were traitors basically, but of course, we all know that. I mean, some of it is just common sense. You can do it by common sense, but you will have to read the chapter. And also depends on how you present it to the teacher, right? So this full para. I mean, I cannot explain this, right? This is all about you have to understand of how different people perceived the civil disobedience movement, how different people received the non-cooperation movement, how they saw it as a new enlightenment. All this part is very important. See, this much you read and then you just make short notes, or you just write down whatever I've underlined. You're set. You can even get a center amount, not even here. This untouchables, Dalit. See, this part Harijan, of how Gandhi helped them and all that. This is more about Gandhi, many Muslim leaders, and intellectual status. Yeah, this is also important. How Muslims feared that Hindu majority could destroy them fully. Sense of this is Bal Gangadhar Tilak, of course, all of you know that. So basically, this shows how he's surrounded by integrity and unity. Yeah, this is also important. This is not that important, actually. This is not that important. Image of Bharat Mata, remember all that? Bankim Chandra. So basically, the first picture of Bharat Mata was done by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. Okay, so remember that. Vande Mataram. It was written by him also. In his novel Andamat, the Swadeshi movement in Bengal, it helped a lot. And remember the Swadeshi flag, right? Oh, I think I missed it, but remember the Swadeshi flag. It is not the normal flag. It is I forgot the colors. It's there in the textbook. Wait, let me just. Yeah, you'll find it while reading it. I've underlined it for sure. This painting by Mata, yeah. In Bengal, ballads. This is all about romanticism in India, right? During this Swadesh. Yeah, look. Bengal, a tricolor flag, red, green, and yellow, was designed. It had 8 lotuses. What 8 lotuses? It represents the 8 provinces of the British India, and a crescent moon representing Hindus and Muslims. This showed the unity and diversity we cannot see today. But yeah, that's how our freedom fighters imagined it. It's important. Important. Please read it properly. Please be serious and read it properly. That's just the conclusion, right? This is not that important, but you just want to read it once, do read it. Okay? I've linked the important parts without the yellow highlighting it, the original one. I've highlighted it, so just read on it. And this part is super, super important. Super important. Very important. Yeah. So yeah, we finished the chapter. Don't forget, please, after reading the chapter once and attempting it, please do solve these questions without fail. Guys, please. Okay, so that's it. I guess go read it. Ace your 10th grade. That's it for today. Thank you.